this internal SOP, I'm going to be showing you what we do when we take over a new client account that has proven ads, meaning that these ads have spent a significant amount of money and they all convert within KPI, or we have a select that convert within KPI and have converted over the last 30 days into KPI. So we're looking at mature campaigns, mature ads, and significant spend. One of the most common mistakes I see is that when people take over ad accounts, they completely test new things and they don't use a proven process to get everything running, with day one success. So here what we're going to go over is pretty much what we follow so that you can implement this for yourself, for your own campaigns, or for your client campaigns. The first thing is you want to audit the account. And this will obviously work when you're working with a new client. However, you can audit your current account. What I suggest is you understand which audiences have converted within KPI in the last 7, 14, 30 days, and which audiences have proven to convert within KPI over time, meaning over 30 days. You'd also do the same thing with your ads and copy the post IDs that are currently converting. One of the key things though when you're copying post IDs, because if you're going to use that same ad for future campaigns, you need to make sure that the links, anything that you're driving people to, if you're using a bit.ly or a pretty URL, whatever you're using is still up to date and it's driving people to the correct funnel. That's one caveat or one small little nuance that I want to make sure that you pay attention to when copying post IDs. Regardless, you want to make sure which ads have converted and which ones are pretty much your quote unquote proven ads. The next thing I want to make sure that you have on is the Pixel Advanced Matching. Again, remember this is from Power 5. If you go to the Pixel tab on Ads Manager, you just scroll down, or you actually go to the section where it says Set Up Pixel, and then from there you scroll down and make sure that Advanced Matching is on. If you're managing a client account and you don't have access to turn this section on, you need to get admin access to the Pixel itself, or just tell the client to do this themselves to turn Advanced Matching on. The second thing that we do, once we know what's working, what's been working, we have everything set up properly with a pixel, we understand the funnel map, making sure that we know which conversion point happens when, or if we're using standard events or custom conversions, etc. The next thing to do is to restructure the account based on what works. And this is a campaign budget. One campaign budget campaign for cold audiences and another one for retargeting. And of course, if you have multiple retargetings, for example, retargeting warm audiences, meaning people who've been pixeled from the website or who like your fan page or have engaged with your ad, that's warm audiences. And then you also have another campaign for, let's say, non-buyer retargeting, for example, because you want specific budget going to those audiences only. So with that being said, you restructure the account with what works. And essentially, let's look at cold audiences as an example. Let's say you have 5 proven audiences, and those 5 proven audiences, you have 3 control ads, 3 ads that have been proven to work time over the last 30 days. So then what you would do is in the campaign budget, you just set up a campaign budget that you or your client agree to. And then you set up those 5 ad sets in there. And then from each ad set, you'd put in those 3 ads as post IDs or as new ads if the post ID has an old URL in it. The reason why you do this is essentially you're just restructuring it with an all placements, with the conversions for the opt-in or the sale, and using 7-day click, 1-day view. And you're using these settings, these parameters that are proven to work with ads and audiences that have proven to work. So you're not making any new assumptions anymore. You're just taking what works, assembling it together in ways that, it's best practices currently, and you'll usually find really good results from the start. And you've noticed, right, I said 5 ad sets instead of, the 1 or 2 that Power 5 recommends. Well, you can still do that anyways because we're having minimal ads within each ad set and we're using what works. You also can set up, combos, maybe 1 ad set of all the combo audiences if that's what you'd like to do. I'm just giving you an example based on what I do, what our campaign managers follow, and that's pretty much the simple setup. There's a lot of ways to skin the cat. However, I'm just giving you an example for 1 campaign budget, 5 ad sets, and then 3 ads within each ad set. Again, assuming that we have 5 proven audiences and 3 proven ads. Then once you have that rolling at the same time, you don't want to wait, but you want to at the same time come up with new audiences that you can test. You don't launch these from the get-go, however, but you do want to be doing this work from the very beginning so that when one of these audiences, you've either maxed it out or you've got audience fatigue or you're switching new creatives, you want to make sure that you can scale proven creatives to new audiences. right? And the reason this allows you to scale horizontally, and this allows you to keep the longevity of the proven ads that you found that worked. Once you do that, then you want to also be working on new creatives, and you want to analyze your current ad copy, your current images, your current videos. What are the themes that make this work? Why does it work? Is there something particular about this ad, about this angle, about this image that just triggers the audience to opt in or to purchase from you? So you want to keep that in mind when you're coming up with new ad angles, new copy, new images to use. And the easiest thing when using new creatives or creating new ads is switching out using the same ad copy, but switching out the image, the thumbnail, or the video, right? So it's something to keep in mind. And we do that you'll see how we do that on the fourth step, pretty much almost last. And the reason we do this is because this is completely new. We're testing something new. We're not sure if it'll work. We're using it with proven audiences, but we're not quite sure if this is going to work from the get-go. So you'll see how it's almost like a risk analysis. From the very beginning, we do very low risk actions to get the results that we want immediately. And then as time goes on, we do higher risk activities, meaning testing new creatives is higher risk because we don't know if it'll work from the get-go. So just keep that in mind. And that step 5, well, this is actually from step 1 to step 5, but I just put it here in step 5 so you can see the chronological order is to scale. And you'll scale by increasing your campaign budgets. You can scale by horizontal scale, but with new audiences, or you can also expand lookalikes. Which is essentially it's a new audience, but it's just expansion by lookalikes. So if the 1% works, go for the 5% or the 2% and exclude the 1%, so on and so forth. So that is a lot to go over. You can watch this video, multiple times, and this is essentially what we follow day in, day out when we come across new clients or when people need support with their ads. If you have any questions on implementing this for yourself or for a client account, just tag us in the group and we'll be happy to help you from here.